Hey, this is Sports Vibes TV. I'm your host, QuisNY, and I'm coming at you with another Giants video. It must have been a very slow week in sports because for some reason, Joe Judge is the topic of discussion nonstop. Apparently, former players aren't too happy with Joe Judge making players run laps whenever they have mental lapses or mental errors. As far as I know, when I played, sports, I didn't play collegiately, unfortunately, but I did play in high school. Whenever we, made mistakes, coach made us run laps. So I don't see why these grown multi-million-dollar athletes feel it's disrespectful to have an athlete or to have a player run laps because they made a mistake. Just because you're getting punished doesn't mean you're being treated like a child. There's punishments regardless of where you are or where, your occupation is. Like if you're an NFL player and you do something wrong off the field, you're going to get punished. So if you do or you make a mental mistake or a mental error on the field, it only makes sense that there's some sort of punishment. And to run laps, it's beneficial to not only you, it's also beneficial to the team. You're working on cardio, you're building leg muscle. What's wrong with that? So I don't understand why we have all these people trying to come into our organization and meddle. Mind your business. You retired. Go do what retired people do and go kick your feet up and chill. Go talk about the team you used to play for. I mean, yes, one of these players, Immanuel, I'm going to throw the actual website up so you guys can read as I speak. He did spend some time with the Giants in practice camp, but you were a bum. We cut you. You went to the Eagles. I think he played 14 games, something of that nature. And then he got cut again. There's no need for you to be discussing what's going on in the Giants, locker room or what's going on in the Giants practice field. Mind your business. Joe Judge knows what he's trying to implement. He knows the system he's trying to put forward. So let him do what he has to do. Don't sit there and try to meddle and say, this is not going to work. Athletes aren't going to like this. You know what? Well, maybe if they see that it actually results to wins, maybe they can actually buy in. So before you guys get negative and try to jump on Joe Judge's back and try to say, he's in over his head, this is never going to work, let the man at least try. Don't already bank his failure before he's even able to do what he needs to do in order to succeed. That's all I'm saying. You got people like Immanuel, I don't even know how to pronounce his name that well. You're a nobody in the league, or you were a nobody in the league. So I don't even know why you felt the need to say something. Also, Shannon Sharpe, I got to put a little bit more respect on Shannon Sharpe's name. He is a Hall of Famer, but he's old school. So he understands, that old school coaching mindset. So for him to now say it's not going to work, how do you know? It worked when you were being coached. It worked back in the days, in the 80s and 90s when you would, blossoming and doing what you needed to do to become a Hall of Famer. So I don't get why these people decide they want to, you know what it must be? Because Joe Judge is a rookie. They know he has a target on his back. The guy really can't say much. He's in New York. If he starts talking crazy, he's just going to add more pressure to himself. So they know Joe Judge is an easy target. They can't go after a judge that's a judge. They can't go after a coach that's more tenured because they have a track record. But Joe Judge, he's the easy person to pick on. Him and Adam Gase. Gase there's much more reason to pick on, but I'll let the Jets worry about that. That's their problem. But right now, I think Judge just needs to be given the opportunity to implement his program, and let's see where it goes. Luckily he has a whole bunch of young players that don't necessarily know how it is how other organizations operate. So they're coming in with a clean slate. You have all these analysts throwing in these negative comments, and it gets into the ears of these players. And now, okay, is this not normal in the NFL? Am I being mistreated? Let me ask around. We don't need that. We don't need anybody planting seeds of doubt. We need everybody to be focused on a one team, one mindset mentality. And if we do that, we might actually see some real progress and some real gains this season. So, if you like videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button as well. And let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think Judge is going to be able to prosper with this kind of mentality? I think he will. So let me know what you guys think. Once again, this is Sports Vibes TV. I'm your host, QuisNY, and I'm out.